Hi, parents and students. This is a quick message to talk to you about the AR record and AR parties that happen once a month. Every week you're going to get what's called an AR record. Here's one right here. Let's see if I can get it in front of the camera. I'm going to go ahead and brag on my student Charlotte. You can see from Charlotte's record that she brings it home every Friday. It's all filled out. And a parent has signed every week. And then she brings it back in to me on Monday, and she gets a little reward for having brought it in. So these are going to come home every single Friday in the daily take-home folder. And like I said, students get a reward for bringing them in on Monday signed. And if they don't bring them in signed on Monday, they actually have a second opportunity to bring them in signed on Tuesday, and they get, instead of 2 Starbucks, they get 1 Starbucks. So they definitely get a reward for bringing them in. However, if they do not bring them in signed, it counts against their chance to play Homeworkopoly on Fridays. So kids really want to and should be bringing these in. It keeps you updated on how they're doing in AR by the week. As you see here, on the first week, in August and September, Charlotte had 0.9 points with 90% correct, and then she took it home, and her parents signed it. And then she really started picking up steam. The next week she had 2.7 points with 88% correct, and she took it home and her mom signed it, and so on and so forth. Now, at the end of the month, what I'm going to do is I'm going to look at the very bottom, and I'm going to circle whether or not the monthly goal was achieved, and the monthly goal is always 10. And yes, Charlotte did make her monthly goal this month. So Charlotte is going to enjoy going to the AR party this month, which is actually today. It's October 2nd. We do it at the very beginning of each month for the previous month. And at that party, the kids get to watch a movie with kids from 3 other classes, and they get to enjoy snacks and drinks that the parents bring in and the teachers bring in, and they have a really fun, relaxing hour and a half. The kids that don't get to go to the party stay in one of the teachers' classrooms that are not hosting the movie, and they're usually given some kind of work, or they have to just read in the classroom. So although reading is a lot of fun, we really prefer for them to be in the class with the movie with all of their buddies. So I just wanted to kind of give you an overview of how the AR works. Now, in order to get the goal, it's kind of like a numbers game. You have to think, most picture books are worth a half a point. And I've talked to the kids about reading in their level, making sure that they don't read too high, they don't read too low. We want them making 100% on all of their AR tests. Once they're making 100% in a certain level, then we can go ahead and move them up a level and see how they do there. The book level that they should be reading on is their ZPD that is on a sticky note in their daily take-home folder. And I tell the kids, read closer to the lower end of your ZPD for now. And like I said, as soon as you start getting hundreds there, then you can go ahead and move up and start taking tests on the higher levels. But so the books are about a half point. Well, they are a half point for the picture books. So think about it. They need to make 10 points per month. So that's going to be 2.5 points per week, which, by the way, they get a little prize or reward for making their weekly goal as well. So that means that they need to read a picture book 5 nights a week. They can come in the morning and test on those books, and or the book that they read, and get new books for that night. it should take 20 minutes to read a picture book, no more. So I feel like this is a pretty achievable goal. If your child is reading chapter books like the Magic Tree House, that's fine. But those books should really only be taking a couple of nights to read, 2 or 3 nights to read. So again, if you're reading 20 minutes, 30 minutes each night, then you should be able to come in and take a test on a 1-point book like the Magic Tree House a couple of times a week, and then maybe switch it up and read a nonfiction picture book, and which only takes 1 night, and come in and test on that. So you have to, read a little variety, which is what we encourage anyway. If your child is reading big chapter books, that's awesome. They might be there. That's fine. But those big chapter books should take about a week to read. They are given 2 weeks to have a book at home. However, if they're taking 2 weeks to read a chapter book, either they're not reading enough or maybe the book is too hard for them. Because after 2 weeks, think about it. I'm trying to remember what I read the previous week, and I come in to take an AR test, and I kind of forgot what happened at the beginning of the story. So 2 weeks is too long. Plus, they're earning 3 to 4 points maybe on those big books. So if we're going to stick to the goal and get 10 by the end of the month, then 4 points in 2 weeks is all right. But they might just need to read a little bit faster. So just really think about what you're having your kids read. Make sure you read with them. Sometimes you can read a little bit, they can read a little bit. Reading independently all the time at this age is probably not the best thing to do. I know that parents like to start giving their kids a little bit more freedom and having them be a little bit more independent, and that's awesome, and they definitely should be in 3rd grade. But it's also a good idea to just keep on reading with your kids. And like I said, you do a page, they do a page. That way you get through the book a whole lot faster. You get to model fluent reading for them. And also it's just a fun together time for you guys to lay around and read and talk about books together. So I hope this has been helpful. You guys will see the AR record coming home every week on Fridays. And we are getting ready to start a brand new one for October. So the slate is wiped clean for everybody. Everybody's starting at 0 and 100% correct. And you have 30 days to make your October goal, which is 10 points. I forgot to mention the AR Adventure Party. The AR Adventure Party happens in April. And to be able to go to the adventure party, which it's actually the animal adventure party, there are live snakes and hissing cockroaches and all kinds of animals for you to see and touch and learn about. You have to earn 70 points. It's doable if you work on it diligently every month. You can't start in December and say, oh my gosh, now I want to go to the AR Adventure Party because it sounds like fun. I'm going to start reading a lot, because you're not going to make it. You need to start now. You need to get your 10 points every month. The kids actually are able to test on the stories that we read in class as well. Every week we read a story that's worth a half a point, and in small group we also read a story that's worth a half a point. We'll stop and read novels every so often, and we'll do the practice test together, so your kids are going to get points on that as well. So they have every chance in the world to do it. There's no reason that they should not be making their AR goal. And plus, I give them pep talks every single day about it. So get your 10 points a month. That way the kids get to enjoy the movie party, and they get to go to the AR Adventure Party. And we know that they all want to kiss the cockroach anyway. So anyways, I hope you guys have found this helpful. And just email me or give me a call up at the school if you have any questions about AR. Happy reading!